What's up, mi gente? Welcome back and welcome if it's your first time here. Today we are going to be making this amazing chocolate chip cookies. So let's get started. Alright guys, so we're going to start by adding 1 stick of unsalted butter at room temperature right in a bowl. And I'm just going to break that down a little bit so it can make it easier for me to mix the other ingredients. And if your butter is not at room temperature, don't worry. Just put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds and it will loosen it up. And then after breaking out your butter a little bit, you're going to go ahead and crack 1 egg right in there. And my egg is also at room temperature. So, you know, just take it the night before. And it just makes the consistency of your cookie better. And it's also makes everything easier to mix. So I just went in and I added 1/2 cup of white sugar, and I'm just gonna kind of cream that together with my egg and my butter. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 cup of light brown sugar. But guys, if you had dark brown sugar, you can go ahead and use it. I actually preferred dark brown sugar, but you know, this is what I have right now. So I just went in and I creamed that with my other ingredients. And guys, if you have vanilla, just add 1 teaspoon of vanilla in there. I thought I had some, but I used it from or something else that I did. So you're just gonna go ahead and add your sugars and add your vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then you're just going to mix that up and you're going to get a nice creamy consistency. And then after you mix all of that up of your sugars and you have this amazing creamy deliciousness in the bowl, you're going to go ahead and add your dry ingredients, which I'm adding 1.5 cups of flour. And I'm also going to go ahead and add 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. But guys, do not worry. I'm going to have everything in the description box. If you mix anything that I did, it's going to be in the description box with measurements, ingredients, and everything is going to be down below. Plus some amazing recipes that I've made. So make sure you check them out. So I added my flour, my baking soda, and salt. Guys, salt with your desserts is very important because it's going to bring out all of those amazing flavors of your ingredients. So it's just going to make it that much better. So just add a little bit of salt, goes a long way. So after adding all of your dry ingredients, you're just going to go ahead and put some arm work into this and just mix all of that together and just be patient. You might think that this is not going to mix, but just keep mixing. And then after that, you should be getting this amazing cookie dough kind of thing going on, guys. And it looks so amazing. It's nice and soft. It's still good to work with. So this, I'm just going to show you what your cookie dough should look like. You're still going to see pieces of the butter, and that is totally fine. But this is what you're looking for, this beautiful cookie dough consistency. So our final step is to add our chocolate chips. So I'm going to go ahead and add 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And I'm also going to use 1/2 cup of dark chocolate chips. And I just like the taste between those two, the semi-sweet and the dark. It gives it like a little bit, like un gustico tan bueno que le da, like the semi-sweet chocolate chips, le da un gustico very good, like it's just like a different pop of flavor. But these are the ones that I'm using, the special dark chocolate chips. So if you see that at your store, please pick it up and add it to your cookie dough because it's gonna be amazing. So all you're gonna do is just gonna fold your chocolate chips right in there. But guys, if you don't have the dark chocolate or if you don't want to use it, you can just go ahead and add the whole cup of chocolate chips. You can make it semi-sweet. It's totally fine. But you're just going to fold in your chocolate chips, and this part should be nice and easy because your dough is so It's so nice and soft to work with. So, you know, just fold that in, and this is what your dough should look like. I'm gonna show you so you can see it. It's amazing, so good. So now you can go ahead and put this whole bowl in your fridge and let it rest for like an hour. But I'm gonna go ahead, look, you see how nice and amazing this cookie dough looks like, guys? I'm gonna show you the bottom of it. Everything is nice and incorporated. This is exactly what you want. I'm telling you, this was so easy. This, in 5 minutes, you have chocolate chips cookie dough. So easy. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use an ice cream scoop about that size, and I'm gonna scoop out my cookie dough, and I'm gonna put them in the same tray that I'm gonna bake them in, with some parchment paper on the bottom. But like I said before, you can just go ahead and put the whole thing in the fridge and then just make a bunch of cookies. But I'm just gonna make 6 of them, and then the rest of my cookie dough, I'm gonna separate them just like I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and freeze them, and they are gonna be ready for me whenever I want chocolate chips. And let me tell you, my wife loves chocolate chips cookies, so I always have this in my freezer. So now that I have my chocolate chips nice and divided already, I'm gonna go ahead and cover this. You can cover it with plastic wrap. I'm just using press and seal. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my fridge for, like I said, I'm doing it for like 4 to 5 hours, because I'm just gonna go run some errands, and then this is gonna be our dessert for dinner. But yeah, you can just go ahead and make a bunch of them. You can make as many cookies as you want, and if you want them bigger, just use a bigger scoop, or if you want a smaller, you know, just make them smaller. So here, I'm gonna go ahead and store my chocolate chips cookies in the freezer. So I'm just gonna divide them, so it's just easier for me. So when I want them, I just literally grab one of those cookie dough bowls that you see there, and you have cookies for months, and this will last you in the freezer for a good amount of time. So girl, go ahead and double this recipe, because it's worth it. They are so amazing. And again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for staying this long. So we are gonna go ahead and bake these amazing cookies. So I have my oven at 375, and I want you to bake your cookies for like 13 minutes. I baked mine for 14 minutes, and that minute, those makes a difference. My cookies look amazing, but I do want you to bake them for a minute less, because, you know, so you can get a little bit lighter cookies. But let me tell you, these cookies came out so good. So at 375 for about 13 minutes, and you have this amazing cookies, these amazing chocolate chip cookies. So I just let them rest for about 5 to 8 minutes, around there, and this is what they look like, guys. You had to make this. You had to make them for your kids. You can get your kids involved. They can help you do the dividing of the chocolate chips or the cookie dough. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Y buen provecho.